Top 10 creepy coincidences. Sometimes truth is stranger than fiction. These real-life coincidences are so eerie, they'll make you question reality. 1. The twins who lived. Identical lives. Two identical twins were separated at birth and adopted by different families. Both were named Jim. Both grew up to become police officers. They both married women named Linda. Divorced. Then both remarried women named Betty. Each had a dog named Toy, and they finally met at age 39, stunned by their mirror lives. Factor 2. The taxi that struck. Twice, in 1975, a man in Bermuda was hit and killed by a taxi. 1 year later, his brother was killed by the same taxi with the same driver, carrying the same passenger on the same street. 3. Poe predicted a real shipwreck in 1838. Edgar Allan Poe wrote a story about shipwrecked sailors who, starving, ate a cabin boy named Richard Parker. In 1884, a real ship sank. The survivors, starving, ate the cabin boy. His name, Richard Parker. Times 4. The bullet that waited in the 1880s, a man was shot in the chest. The bullet remained in his body. Years later, he got into an argument, and the bullet inside him dislodged and killed him. 5. Hoover Dam's first and last. The first man to die during the construction of the Hoover Dam was George Tierney on December 20th, 1922. The last man to die during the project? His son, 13 years later, on the exact same date. Number 6. The baby who fell. Twice in the 1930s, a baby fell from a building in Detroit and landed on a man who cushioned the fall and survived. 1 year later, the same baby fell again and landed on the same man. Both survived again. 7. The Civil War. Twin connection. Two brothers fought on opposite sides of the U.S. Civil War. They died in the same battle, shooting each other from opposite ends of the field. Their bodies were found together, clutching photos of each other. 8. Mark Twain's Comet Prophecy. Twain was born in 1835, the year of Halley's Comet. He famously said he would die when it returned. He did, in 1910, the very day it passed again. 9/11. Passport amid the wreckage of the World Trade Center, investigators found something intact. The passport of one of the hijackers. It had somehow survived the explosion, fire, and collapse when nearly everything else had been pulverized. 10. The Simpsons predictions. From smartwatches to Trump's presidency, The Simpsons has accurately predicted dozens of real-world events years before they happened. Coincidence or something more? Follow for more creepy mysteries and real-life oddities.